Okay, welcome back. This is the budgeting episode, or as Dan would say, the spending plan episode, because budgeting is more limiting, but spending plan is more
freeing.
Yeah, it's freeing. I like that. Yeah. He would also say, like, don't think of, like, think of controlling your expenses, but also think of raising your salary. What if I just got a raise?
Yeah.
What if I just made more money?
Wait, how does he say that? Don't spend less, earn more.
Yeah, there you go. Yes, because it's like the mantra is
just
spend
earn more.
less than you earn. Just make more money.
Just make more than you spend.
Make more than you spend. That's right. Yeah, make more than you spend.
That's the word.
We figured it out.
So just
Dan.
make more money. Come on.
There you go. All right. So there's kind of a couple ways that we think of budgeting. One is in percentages. So you kind of break everything out into percentages. And an easy one is the 50-30-20 rule of budgeting. And then the other would be kind of the pay yourself first mentality. So we'll talk about what those two things are and what they mean. So the first one, the 50-30-20, 50% of your budget goes to your needs, 30% to your wants, and 20% to savings. Mm-hmm. So your needs, and you know what they are, like rent, car payments, groceries, insurance, healthcare, debt payments, utilities, all the things that you can't live without.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh, no, I was going to say this way. I think this way is good for people that have like their very first job, and it's easy to categorize for each of these things.
Yeah.
And in the needs section, you can just write down your fixed expenses, and hopefully that's 50% or less.
Yeah.
And then that's one way to do it. I think a lot of people that are very particular with their money and budgets and with numbers, and this is kind of like the budget that they use.
Yeah.
Very just numbers based. You can put on a spreadsheet and it's easy to manage. So yeah, you went over the 50% needs. It's pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah.
I have to pay rent, and so that's going to come from the needs money.
Yeah.
The next 30% is wants. So this is money that you're spending that is not for your needs. So that could be vacations, you're planning a little trip or a getaway or something, sporting events, maybe you're going to go play golf, and you know how expensive that can be. So budgeting that out. This could just be for shopping, clothes, accessories, the new iPhone, things like that.
Yeah.
Streaming is a big one. I think people get so caught up with their different Netflix and Hulus, and those things add up quick.
Yeah.
And from your monthly budget, if that's eating into your 30% of your budget,
consider dropping that a little bit.
Yeah. Or trying to share with a family member or something.
Yeah. This is informational, not recommendations.
Yeah. How do you budget your wants?
So it's I do 30%, like 30, like, well, not exactly 30%, but I'm saying, I just say this is my chunk to wants.
Okay.
And like, if
do you do that like per month in your head, or do you write it out?
So I like put it in a checking account.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's like, all right, this is how much I can spend on all of my wants this month. And so, probably the next step to that, and I haven't done that, is, like if I'm over that month, or if and then it's moving to like a different bucket or an opportunity fund. For once. So that's kind of how I do it, is how I limit myself.
So if you see
it's
that
hard to keep track of.
Yeah.
I think you know that. Yeah.
If you see that checking account go down, and
and you're like, okay,
a week or two from the end of the month, you just
then you know to limit yourself.
You're not going golfing that weekend.
So try to plan for those things. It's tough. But also budgeting like for unknown expenses too. So not putting all of that 30% but like having a percentage to, okay, I don't know. Like there's something's going to come up inevitably. So have a little bit of your income to those things.
Have some margin.
Exactly.
Have a little cushion.
Yeah.
So there's 50, there's 30, and now 20% savings. So we talked about this, and how much do we save for retirement? We have an episode on that where we recommended 10 to 20% of your gross pay is for savings. So we have retirement savings, opportunity funds, emergency funds, which emergency fund, we talked about that in the whole episode. But if that emergency fund is capped out to where you want it to be, then you don't have to save there anymore, and you can put that money towards the other savings buckets.
Yeah, it's kind of a nerdy thing to do, but like one of my favorite things is to take, like if I haven't touched my emergency fund and it's like gained a little bit of interest, then like taking that interest and putting it, like investing it somewhere.
Oh, interesting.
So
do you take?
It's just such a kind of an odd thing to do, but it's just kind of.
I feel like I would let mine just sit.
Yeah, I mean
know.
most people do, but for me, I just take that extra little bit.
I guess it makes sense.
Over. Yeah, but yeah, like you said, once it's capped out, all right, now let's look at these other things.
Get it?
Dollars and cents. That's right. So the other thing would be extra debt repayment. So you've got a auto loan or a student loan or mortgage or whatever, and so think about that as well. Paying it off in that kind of section.
Yeah.
Like in addition to what you already pay. So that payment is in the needs section, right? Your mortgage or your auto. But then like if you want to pay off extra, that would be in the savings section. Yeah. 20%.
So that's the 50-30-20 rule. Yep. Very easy to visualize and write down your different expenses. Now we'll talk about the way I do it.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's the best way,
but it works.
It works for
right?
everyone.
Yeah.
So we call it the pay yourself first. And so when I get paid, I have a lot of things automatic. So I'll have automatically go to retirement accounts, the opportunity and emergency funds. So that goes out initially. I tithe, so 10% goes there. And then, I have enough for rent and utilities and needs. And so once everything is already paid, then whatever I have left is fund money. So, I guess in a way it's similar to your 30%, where if you see it going down, then
you're like, all right, I got to limit myself.
Yeah. But I just like the ease of not having this money is for coffee, this money is for dining out. I don't I just lump that all into one.
Apps. Like the apps do that, but it's like, what if I don't want coffee to? And then your whole budget's kind of messed up. Yeah. But if you just have kind of one chunk, then it works.
That's why I guess Dan doesn't like the word budget, because it's just limited to like an Excel sheet of boxes for this is like if I need to buy clothes and my budget is $60 or something, and I'm going on a trip or whatever, then I don't want to be limited to that.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
that's good. Just however your brain works, there's different ways to do it.
Yeah, and I like that too. I mean, studies show that like when we automate things, it works out better. Like in terms of automating saving, like we'll actually do it. But if you rely on yourself to save every month and like click the button, less likely to happen. So automating that and making it just an everyday thing, it works well.
So that's one of the biggest tips we have actually, is to automate things or create monthly drafts on. I mean, technology has made it so easy. You can set up the day you get paid, or you can do it twice a month or even 4 times a month. And so they've just made it so easy, and it's a great tool.
Yeah, that's actually interesting, because right now I do everything monthly, but what if you did it like weekly? If you just did like a weekly thing, like, all right, here's our little like cash infusion from my savings account. It'd be interesting.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of ways to do it. So I'd say just try out a couple of methods, see what works for you. You can just kind of play with it and see. Know what your needs are, know what you're spending money on, know what your subscriptions are and how much they're costing you.
You said know how much you're spending or what you're spending money on, because we have some clients where they're so caught up in the weeds where I don't know what I'm spending money on. It seems like I'm spending so much money on food, and so we give them an exercise of literally write down everything that you buy, even if it's from a vending machine. And that it's like also a brain exercise, because maybe I won't get that $6 Starbucks coffee because I don't want to write it down and show my financial advisor.
Tell them.
And so it's
No, that's a good way to do it. Yeah, absolutely. Okay. So try out those things and let us know how they go. Hope you enjoyed it.
All right. Thanks.